So I want to talk about the malleable fabric of reality and how ancient wisdom tells us how we may shape the world around us through consciousness. Throughout history, countless ancient texts, religious traditions, and philosophical doctrines have suggested that reality is not fixed but fluid, responding to human thought and to intention. From the Eastern philosophies of Hinduism and Buddhism to the Western mystical traditions and indigenous shamanic practices, a common theme emerges. Reality can be bent to one's will if one understands the laws that govern it. This video will explore how, by we understanding how the world around us works, we can propose a reality that will be shaped by our belief, thought, spiritual practice, and our frequency. Hindu philosophy, particularly in the Upanishads and the Bhagavad Gita, speak extensively about the illusionary nature of the physical world. The concept of Maya suggests that what we perceive as reality is merely an illusion, a shifting projection of a deeper underlying truth. The Brahman, or universal consciousness, is the fundamental essence of everything, and through focused will and meditation, one can transcend the illusions of the material world and manifest desired outcomes. The Yoga Sutras of Patanjali also discuss Siddhis, or supernatural powers, which include abilities such as levitation, telepathy, and materialization. These are said to be attainable through intense meditation and mastery over the mind. The belief that thoughts shape reality aligns with modern interpretations of the law of attraction, reinforcing the idea that focused intention has the power to alter external circumstances. Let's think about how Buddhism can also help us realize the mind's role in reality construction. Buddhism, particularly in Mahayana and Tibetan traditions, also presents reality as a malleable construct. The Lankavatara Sutra suggests that the world is a projection of the mind. This is Vijnanavada, which implies that altering thought patterns can change one's experiences in the physical realm. Similarly, Zen Buddhism teaches that by freeing oneself from mental conditioning, one can attain Satori, or enlightenment, and see reality for what it truly is. Tibetan Buddhism takes this a step further with practices such as the Tummo, which is a psychic heat meditation, and dream yoga, which train practitioners to become aware of the dreamlike nature of waking life and exert control over it, similar to lucid dreaming. This supports the idea that reality is not fixed but shaped by conscious awareness. Taoist philosophy, particularly as found in the Tao Te Ching by Lao Tzu, emphasizes living in harmony with the Tao, the fundamental flow of the universe. Rather than forcing reality to change through sheer will, Taoism teaches that by allowing with the natural order, one can subtly influence events and outcomes. This principle is seen in the Wu Wei, or effortless action, where changes manifest not just through struggle, but through an attunement to the fundamental currents of existence, the frequencies of our universe. Taoist alchemical practices, which include breath control, visualization, and energy manipulation, which is known as Qigong, suggest that internal transformation leads to external transformation. By mastering one's internal chi, or life force, a person can influence their environment, health, and destiny. Hermetic philosophy, originating from ancient Egypt and later systematized in Greco-Roman times, posits the principle of mentalism. All is mind. The Kabbalion is a fundamental Hermetic text which states that the universe itself is a mental construct and that the understanding of this principle enables one to bend reality. Hermetic practices include visualization, the use of symbols, and mental discipline to shape events according to one's will. This is why many people are using vision boards. This aligns with the modern concept of manifestation, where focused intention and belief create tangible changes in the material world with time. Indigenous shamanism and reality manipulation also are factors. Shamanic traditions from cultures around the world, including Native American, African, and Siberian shamanism, share the belief that reality is fluid and can be influenced through ritual, altered states of consciousness, and communication with the spirit world. Shamans act as intermediaries between the physical and spiritual realms, using techniques such as drumming, chanting, and plant medicine to alter perception and affect external reality. For example, in Amazonian shamanism, the use of ayahuasca is said to allow practitioners to perceive the energetic fabric of the universe and then manipulate that into a flow of healing and guidance. Similarly, Native American medicine men use vision quests to receive wisdom and alter the course of their lives based on the insights gained from their spiritual experiences. We also have the Kabbalah and the divine blueprint of reality as well. Kabbalistic teachings in Jewish mysticism propose that reality is shaped through the interaction of divine energies as illustrated in the Tree of Life. The Sefer Yetzirah, one of the foundational Kabbalistic texts, describes how the Hebrew letters and divine names can be used to influence the structure of reality. Kabbalists believe that by understanding the hidden mechanics of creation and aligning oneself with divine wisdom, one can manifest changes in both personal and collective reality. Meditation on sacred symbols, numerology, and the Kavana, which is focused intention, are key tools in this particular mystical tradition. What about Sufism and the power of divine consciousness? Well, Islamic mysticism or Sufism emphasizes the idea that reality is an emanation of divine will. Sufi poets like Rumi and Ibn Arabi describe the world as a reflection of divine consciousness, and by attaining higher states of spiritual awareness, one can shape the very experience of reality. Practices such as dhikr, which is chanting divine names, and muraqabah, which is deep meditation, are believed to align individuals with divine presence, allowing them to transcend limitations and influence the material world through spiritual means. If you ever watched The Matrix, you can see this is how Neo, who is a hacker or programmer, has found ways to reprogram the Matrix to bend it to his will. While ancient traditions laid the foundation for understanding reality as a malleable construct, modern science has begun to catch up. Quantum physics suggests that reality at its core is not solid but probabilistic, influenced by observation, the observer effect. Experiments in quantum entanglement and the double slit experiment support the idea that consciousness does indeed somehow interact with the fundamental structure of the universe. Even if we look at the concept of the future coming back and influencing the past, we can see that there are so many effects that we cannot yet explain. We have neuroplasticity in the brain as well, which confirms that belief and mental focus can cause tangible physiological and environmental changes. This aligns with the ancient teachings that propose the mind and reality are interconnected, and by mastering thought, one can master external circumstances. If it was the Bible that talked about man moving mountains, then truly this aspect come to fruition. Reality is not a fixed, immutable structure. It is a fluid and responsive entity shaped by consciousness, whether through the Hindu concept of Maya, the Buddhist emphasis on perception, the Hermetic law of mentalism, or the shamanic ritual. Ancient wisdom teaches us that by understanding the laws governing reality, one can hope to influence it. As science continues to explore the nature of consciousness and its role in shaping reality, we find increasing validation of these ancient truths. The power to shape existence lies not in brute force, but in the mastery of thought, belief, and alignment with the underlying principles of the universe. Perhaps the greatest challenge of all is not whether reality can be bent to our will, because we know it can, but whether we are willing to awaken to the knowledge that has always been within our grasp, that truly deep down we have been in charge of it all.